Go ahead and play the top of the thing again. Let's hear the question since it's now become a memory game. So go ahead, Sam, and play the top again. Just a question.
So during this time, we were living in Chambers Road, and there were documents related to the Penn Biden Center or the Biden or the cancer booster shot or your book. Where did you keep papers that related to those things that you were actively working on?
All right. So I'd say there's not much in the 3.5 minutes. It's responsive. Tim, thoughts?
I mean, that's just shocking. That was the president of the United States speaking there. It was such a relatively minor story, at least not on, MAGA media, but that wasn't covered a lot. That what the judge said it was, or the prosecutor, correct? I'm just shocked that that was the president, and then that wasn't publicized more often or leaked somehow. That was shocking.
Yeah, well, because it was controlled by the administration. I have to say, I think there'll be a lot of speculation now about what would have happened in the campaign if that had been released. What month? Noah, what month was that transcript released? Do you remember? Can you say what month the transcript was released?
I don't remember offhand.
All right.
Hang on a second.
Just curious, because I mean, it was obviously released while he was still the candidate. Because you'll recall he went and talked to the press that night when the transcript came out.
And
not
that
the
was
transcript.
the report.
Oh no,
That
just
was
the
the
report.
report.
The report. Sorry, the
The
report.
transcript, I think, came out after the election.
Is that true?
No.
I got
Everything that we talked about and
Yeah.
the quotes for this were in hers.
No, but when did the full transcript come out? I thought it came out with the report.
March 12th, 2024.
The
was
report or
transcript.
the transcript. And what about the report? I think they were simultaneous. Really? Why would there have been a
No,
delay?
report was February. March was transcript.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then when was the debate?
June 27th.
June. So if in March that audio had been released rather than
Yeah.
just the transcript, John, let's go to you.
Yeah.
Do you think he would have been forced off the ticket right then?
Yes.
They could have said he had a cold.
They could have said anything. Doesn't matter what they say. The Democratic Party panic came when we saw Biden unvarnished, right? That was the story of the debate. He was out without protection, and this transcript would have been him being interviewed without protection,
Right.
getting years wrong. We read the words. It's hearing it, and it was bad. And in one way, it was wildly successful because Hurd didn't prosecute him or said, I could have prosecuted him, but no one would ever convict him if he testified on a stand because he's a senile old man. That's what Hurd said that got everybody attacking her that day, right? But release the sound of Biden talking, and you can make a Machiavellian case of the hidden hand. There's this whole argument that Eisenhower used to bungle press conferences deliberately to baffle the press and not say anything on national security matters by talking incoherently. And Fred Greenstein, who had been one of his press aides, wrote a whole book about how this was an Eisenhower deliberate strategy. If Biden did that, he's a genius because it got him, it evaded him getting into trouble with the special counsel that he named in his own case or his son's case. But that's why not the son's case. This was about the handling of mishandling of classified information. We hear that the entire Democratic Party. You think George Clooney's op-ed helped kill him? This killed him. Like, this would have killed him. There would have been versions of the Clooney op-ed 3 months earlier.